Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. A data model is a visualization of the data showing the structure, the rules, and the relationship for how it works. Here's a list of key data models to consider for your data program. Concept shows at a high level the overview of the data blocks and what they do. Logical shows the data structures and the attributes of the data held. Physical shows the file structures and database layouts for holding the data. Hierarchical shows the relationship between the data structures using a tree format. Network shows the relationship of the data structures using a network diagram. Entity relationship shows the entities of the data being used, their attributes, and how each entity relates to the other. Graph shows the data using nodes to represent the entity and the edges which show the relationship between the nodes. Use the data model to plan out the capture, storage, and use of the data for your program. Break the data model into logical subsets for development and maintenance, and set up the data model to support the goals of the overall data project. Use it to educate the team on the data set and how it works. Consider these points for setting up a data model for your company. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.